Firstly, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to Ibrox and thank you for joining us at relatively short notice. I'm really delighted to be introducing Russell to you as the new head coach of Rangers Football Club. Russell's appointment is the culmination of a series of steps we've been working on over the past few months since I joined Rangers. We started with the football review, which I spoke to the media about in January. This led to several insights and recommendations, including the need to modernise our operations and develop a clear footballing identity. Then the next step was to appoint a sporting director. And Kevin, of course, was appointed in April and came into the building just this week. We also have been developing a clear football style and identity, and that's work that's been going on behind the scenes. It's been led by Kevin and it's involved football people. As I say, we've now culminated in appointing Russell. And in Russell, we've got a head coach that aligns to the footballing style and identity that we've been developing. In addition to wanting a head coach who's going to excel in terms of the style that we're looking to play as a club, we're looking for a head coach that's going to improve our culture, develop our squad, and ultimately win matches. And Russell's been the standout candidate. This appointment is about building a winning team and a strong culture. And Russell's no stranger to our club, as you know. He's been a player here previously. And we expect success, and Russell knows that. And we're really, really excited for his leadership and for him to getting started. And pass over to Kevin.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Nice to meet everybody for the first time. If I can just very briefly just echo Patrick's sentiment. Through a very stringent and very thorough process, it was clear right from the very start to all of us that Russell was the outstanding candidate, and we're absolutely delighted that he's decided to join us. He's a strong career now, over 250 games, both as a manager and as a head coach, and I think we can all see over the course of that journey, he's sharpened his approach, not only from a technical perspective, but also from a personal perspective. I'm delighted that he's going to join us. I'm very excited to see what he's going to bring to Rangers Football Club and the team, and very much looking forward to working with him going forwards.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll be getting questions, and we'll start with Sky, please.
Russell, congratulations. Can you tell us
Thank
how
you.
it feels to be sat here as Rangers' new head coach?
Well, it's an incredible feeling. So, firstly, I'm really grateful to everyone, to the board, to Patrick, to Kevin for their trust and faith in me. And it's been a really tough and rigorous process, and it's taken some time, but it's what you expect when you want to be a manager of this football club, and a football club of this stature and size and expectation. So I'm delighted it's ended up with me being in this chair, and I'm extremely grateful for that as well. And now I'm just desperate to get started and excited about what's to come and what we can really get building here.
Why Rangers, and why do you think you're the right man for this role?
So I'll be really honest. There was a few opportunities since I left Southampton early on, and then a bit of a break really, and no real interest to get straight back in February and March time, even with some sort of tentative approaches and stuff. But I wanted to take some time to really reflect and review on what we've learned as a coaching staff, and I've learned as a person, as a leader, and as a manager, and as a coach. I think that time was really important. And then when this one was first suggested, and even with a couple of other opportunities on the horizon this last few weeks, this was the one I really wanted. One, because of the expectation, the size of it, what it means to so many people, the opportunity to come here and experience something completely different to anything in football, I think, really. That's what I felt when I played here for a very short period. That also comes into my mind. It's probably, when I look back on my career as a player, it's the one thing that hurt me a lot was it didn't go very well here. So I wasn't quite in the right place physically to do as well as I possibly could, and it was a difficult time for the club. So also that comes into the equation as well. I have to be really honest. So I'm desperate to show a different version of myself here than I did previously, and just everything, the fresh start, how these guys have been in the process, the owners. It's just really exciting, the whole thing. So I was really honest with these from the outset that I wanted to be the manager, and this would be my first choice. much to the detriment of my agent, who kept saying to me to play my cards close to my chest. But I was really honest and really open, and I'm delighted I'm now here.
There's been a lot said about your past jobs, style of play. What would you like to say to the Rangers fan? What can we expect?
I just think we've managed 3 clubs. The teams have looked really different, all with the same concept of the game, to try and be the aggressor with the ball and without it, because you can't have one without the other. They've all played different formations, different shapes, different personnel, different people making up different positions in terms of what they have. So we are here to win, and we'll do that in the best way we possibly can within a similar concept of the game, which is to be dominant with the ball, which I think is what Rangers fans expect. But to be really aggressive, really intense, really passionate, really hard working, first and foremost, before anything with the ball. It has to come to that. So we're here to win, and we're here to do it in the best way we possibly can, and also to help the club be sustainable, with academy players coming through, with young players, with creating assets for the football club. And every job's been different. So at MK, it was about survival first, and then building something where we could sell players on, because it wasn't going to be the destination, it was going to be a stop for the players. Swansea was very similar. The budget was heavily cut when we went there. So I deemed them jobs, and what the expectation of us was, to be a success. Probably a bigger success than Southampton.